Welcome to the Comic Book Shop of Doom. I'm your host. This video is not for children, so if you're under 13, get your parents' permission to watch this video. What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about the Comicsgate movement and how the seeds for Comicsgate, in my opinion, it didn't start recently. It started back in the early 90s with, I would say, the last two creations for Marvel Comics that meant something were Deadpool and Cable by Rob Liefeld. Everything after that is basically a derivative of another character. And this is partly because nobody wanted to give Marvel the rights to any of these characters they would come up with because they seen how they would get swept under the rug. The creator and the character would get pimped out and made into movies, toys, TV shows, comic books, and the creator had no say in it. So everybody assumes that Comicsgate is recently where people were wanting to own their own rights to stuff and creations. It's a lot longer than that. And you even look at it with Ethan Van Sciver. He had Cyberfrog back in the 90s, and like 95 it was the Hall of Heroes was publishing that comic book, so he held on to that, the rights to that, all along. And then recently, he's reactivated it and it's making a ton of money because he knows how to promote his stuff. And Comicsgate's getting a lot of heat because, well, these guys speak their mind. Most of them vote for Trump. And then the other thing was that all the other lefties out there are mad at what they're saying and everything in the media, so they're trying to kill them off. And they're jealous at the money they're making. With your boys Zach, Rich, and Meyer, and you got Ethan Van Sciver making a lot of money off those creations and all that. Will it last? That's what I'd like to know. But I'd say that Comicsgate, the seeds of it were implanted in the 90s after Cable and Deadpool, and then those guys jumped and formed Image, and the own their own creations, and then Image basically became the next Marvel, because then they started hiring guys to work on their stuff, and they wanted to own it. But the whole thing is Comicsgate really a movement, or is it just an idea to own your own work and make money on the side? You don't need to depend on anybody. That's what I look at it as. So, I mean, you could debate this all you want, but the other thing I'd like to say is a lot of these crowdfunding comic books I'm not a fan of, because either I don't like the characters, and I don't like the irregular schedules where, like, I ordered 2 books and I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And it's like, you know what? I see the writing on the wall with this. It's always going to be like this. I like certain characters, and I like when they come out on a monthly deal. Like I'm a big Marvel fan. Not so much anymore because they're getting to be too expensive, and with the politics and all the bullshit that they're spewing in those books, it's not worth it. And the constant reboots and everything. And I'm still buying their Star Wars comics, so we'll see how long this stuff lasts. But, when is the origins of Comicsgate? I'd say it's further back than what they really want to say. That it's not just, like the last couple of years. I think it goes back almost 30 years where this idea was brewing, and now they know how to take advantage of it with social media. So, everybody have a good day.